2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The first round of the Ace Championship is about to begin. Andrew Catalon here, joined by Rich Beem and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. Rich, it's a big day for our featured player. This is their first taste of the PGA Tour. What do they have on their mind as they take this next step?
Probably a lot of nerves going through their entire body. Their mind is racing for sure. It's just soaking it all in, knowing this is the first step, hopefully, for a fantastic career on the PGA Tour. It's exciting. It can be overwhelming at times, but I can promise you this, they're never going to forget this moment for the rest of their days.
Let's go out to the first hole. Well, bad shot, bad break. Whatever the case may be, that did not work out well.
Always got to give it a bit extra out the rough.
Here's the third shot. Oh, this one is looking good. Oh, I like the looks of this. And it goes in. Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. He is in a tie for second. Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Yeah, you miss those bunkers on the right-hand side and put yourself in good position down the fairway. Now you got a decision to make. Do I go for it or do I bail out to the left-hand side and give myself a really good opportunity to get it up and down? This green can be really difficult to find. It's got a lot of undulation to it and a lot of water. However, you get the second shot right, and all of a sudden that third shot becomes a lot easier, and birdies are easy to come by.
Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
It's a big one. 240 yards left. All right, bold. I like this play.
What a great shot on the par 5, on and 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Henny, what more can you tell us?
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
That's a good job from that distance. A 3-foot putt.
This is no gimme, guys. There's a lot of right to left here still.
That one goes in, and it's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. The tee shot at 3.
It doesn't have a lot of length to it, but it's also a green that's not super deep. You do have the bunker in the front, but anytime you miss it long and or left, you got a really difficult pitch shot as that green tilts from back to front. But still, it's a pretty straightforward par 3. Not too much danger to it.
This is a hybrid. Let's see how aggressive it becomes out of the sand. All right, going to need this one to save par. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
This one is breaking left to right.
That one just rolls by.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
And after that, he is moving down the leaderboard. And now teeing off on a par 4.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
Oh, it just barely snuck into the first cut.
Sitting at 1 under. Here's a putt to get into a share of second place. All right, Henny, what do you see here?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
He makes that one for birdie, and that's just what the doctor ordered after a bogey on the previous hole.
This player is putting for fun.
Quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 2-shot advantage for our leader.
The 5th at TPC Boston, the most important shot, probably the first one.
Yes, you have to find the fairway here, and it's sometimes not driver. There is a run out and the fairway, but from there, you got a pretty easy, straightforward second shot to a long, narrow green, just that one deep bunker on the left-hand side that could cause some issues.
Oh, well done. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. 2 strokes off the lead.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
And there it goes from the sand.
Oh, hello. Worth another look, shall we?
Yeah, this is just absolutely textbook, Luke. This is how you do it.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 6th hole at TPC Boston, not too dissimilar to 5. You've really got to position your tee-ball.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play
if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
That was wonderfully done. He's setting up for his second shot. Just a couple back from our leader. Okay, that'll work. This putt is about 19 feet in distance. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
Looks pretty good.
This is going right at the hole. And he's made it. What a putt. And now 4 under for the day.
Time now for a par 5, the 7th.
This is a big hitter's delight right here. They can take those bunkers down the left out of play, and they can carry these fairway bunkers easily. And from here, it actually chases forward from the fairway downhill a little bit to a long, narrow green. Again, for the big hitters, this is easily reachable. For the shorter hitters, you got to have a plan.
Aggressive play on the par 5, and it pays off.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Remarkable shot. That's an eagle. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Five iron on the way. This one greenside in the rough. Two putts from here would be great. I like the looks of this. A good line here, tracking. Give it to him. Yes! Wow, what a shot. Let's see it again.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. We're at the 9th. It's a par 4.
This is a really good driving hole. Only the longest in the game are going to carry the bunkers down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right-hand side. You can leave yourself a little bit longer second shot than maybe you'd like, but this is a very inviting green. This is a really good birdie opportunity to finish off the front 9.
Let's go down to Henny.
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Target practice with these approach shots, just like that.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
A birdie would look really nice on the scorecard. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
Oh, I thought that was going down. A par putt tap in. Wow, you hit an approach shot like that and still come away with a par. That is a bummer. Okay, moving on to the next, but before we do, let's look at the updated leaderboard and now a solo leader. Let's see what happens here on the 10th.
Par 4, this hole plays so much more difficult than the yardage. Water to the left of the green, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. Find the fairway, you'll have a good look at making birdie. You miss the fairway, good luck. 4s, 5s, and 6s come into the equation.
Oh, flex on that drive. This one's going right there.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
How about this birdie putt? The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. Let's take a look at how things stand. Our featured player is ahead by 4.
The 11th is a par 3 playing slightly up the hill, which requires a very well-struck iron shot.
The good thing about this hole is it's long in length, but it's got a massive green that doesn't have a lot of movement. What it does have is from left to right and a little bit from back to front. A generous green on a long par 3, great design.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Seven feet to the cup.
This putt, it's to save the par.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The 12th at TPC Boston really got improved with the reworking by Gil Hanse, didn't it?
It did. Fairway bunker down the left-hand side off the tee could come into play if the breeze is into you. However, downwind, you have an end of fairway that you got to be mindful of, and the second shot goes straight downhill to a green that canters from left to right.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. This is his second shot.
Okay, clubbing down.
Yeah, that was a safe play. Chance to move to 8 under here. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Pretty sure this is breaking pretty hard to the right.
Ooh, nice stroke. Gee, it's got some good speed about it. Yeah, you'd be proud of that one. Even if it doesn't go in, it's a very good putt. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. He's currently sitting in first place. The 13 is part of another strong collection of par fours. This one works back up the hill.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot here. Fairway moves from right to left, so keep it down the left-hand side as best possible. Second shot back uphill to a green that is surrounded by some really deep, nasty, mean bunkers.
Well struck. Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Lining up this putt, still some meat on the bone. And he's down there. You got to read.
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The 14th hole at TPC Boston. Rich, your eyes would be lighting up on the tee here.
Nothing out there except for fairway, fairway, and more fairway. Tee it high, let it fly, because this hole is long. Second shot will play about a half a club downhill to a green that chases away from you ever so slightly. Be wary of that right hand pin position. That can be mean.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. That caught the downslope. This should chase out. The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made. Uh-oh, this one's headed for the rough.
Sitting at 7 under.
close was that to going down? You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
To keep the round going. This is a par save.
And it's a 3-stroke advantage for our leader as we head to the next hole.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
Yep, some bunkers on the left-hand side that you got to be mindful of. Driver not necessarily needs to come out of the bag. Just find the fairway. From there, just a short iron, back uphill ever so slightly to a green that's got all kinds of undulations to it. Good opportunity for a birdie.
This shot from around 100 yards out. That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. He's got this putt for birdie.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 4 shots. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
This could be a big momentum putt. It's for birdie. John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This has got to be a strong 40 feet to the cup from here.
Just too long on that one.
I gotta say, that was a very poor effort.
This putt for par. Here we go on a good line. Okay, that was a tough ask. He's got this one for a bogey. And that putt drops, and we move on to the next. And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard. Now to 17, a par 4.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Wow, he's going to like that one. This shot is about 130 yards from the hole. This is pitching wedge on the way. What a beautiful leave right there. And this one from 9 feet away.
A really good look at birdie.
Oh, almost. He's got this one for par.
It's a short one, but it does move to the right.
As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. The 18th hole is a par 5.
Oh, this is a great par 5. You got a little speed slot down the left-hand side, carry those bunkers, and all of a sudden that golf ball is going to go chasing down the fairway. From there, though, you got to be mindful. You got a massive ravine fronting this green. And this green, you do have room to miss it on the left-hand side, but it's not a very easy up and down. A great finishing hole that you can make 3 on easily, 6s as well.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
Right now, it's 7 under par. From the bunker. Okay, John, what can you tell us about the lie in the bunker?
They're deep down in there, guys. I do not envy them, but looking forward to seeing how they get out.
And 10 feet left. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
This one's breaking left to right.
Okay, and that will do it for the day. He can take away so many positives from that round, currently in a tie for 3rd place. That will do it for us today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 2 of the Ace Championship is about to begin. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalon here. Pleased to have you with us today. As we begin today's coverage, we join our featured player, who's currently in the 9th position. Let's see if he can get something done out there and make a move toward the top. Let's get down to the first hole. Ooh, absolutely unleashed it. Time for the second shot on the first hole. A lot to like about that one. Seven feet left. What a way to open things up. A birdie on the first hole.
Oh, and look at that birdie at the first. 18 under par today, still in play.
Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 4th place. An opportunity here with a par 5.
Players want to take out any club, driver 3, with whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score on this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Going with pitching wedge here. What an aggressive play.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
This one is 5 feet away.
This for back-to-back birdies.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, he is in 4th place. Teeing off here on the 3rd.
Par 3, measuring 208 yards, a difficult par 3 to say the least.
Pulling hybrid out of the bag. Looking to get up and down from here. Wow, I thought that was in. This is a big one coming up to save par. Moving along. Here's a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is in 4th. And we're on the tee of the par 4 4th hole.
Par 4, measuring 298 yards. Will the players give it a go or not? Let's find out.
That was really well played. Right now it's 6 under par. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. Time now for the 4th shot. And currently 3 shots back. Chips ahoy! What a shot right there.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, he is in 4th place.
Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Could not be more perfect.
This shot is about 140 yards out. 3 behind our leader.
Going for less club here.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
And it drops for birdie. And he's moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Yeah, bunkers on the right-hand side come into play with the 3-wood, water on the left with the driver. Second shot to a green that sits below you just a little bit. And that front left pin, ooh, that is a good one.
That's tidy. Sitting at -7.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. John, what's the line on this putt?
There's definite movement here. Starting to the right, should come back to the left as well after that.
Sitting at 7 under.
Ooh.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And he'll move to 5 under after that.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
We make our way to the par 5 7th hole.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
That's a really nice shot. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
I've paced it out. It's 235.
Not shy about that shot on the par 5 and 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
This one will be diving hard to the right.
From long range here, looking to get it close.
That was close. All right, not bad from there. And this putt to move into 4th place. And a good job there as he moves to 6 under par. All right, we're moving along to the action at the 8th.
For a long par 3, you've got to figure out how to hit something high and soft to hold this green. For whatever reason, this green decides to repel golf balls instead of accept them in. I think it's made out of Gore-Tex because there is nothing soft about this green. This is one of the most difficult ones on the golf course.
All right, we can work with that. A putt of 14 feet.
This for a birdie run.
That looked good for a while. And just to finish off the par. Here's a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is in 4th. Over to hole number 9. It's a par 4.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their 2nd shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
I'm not sure where this one will end up. The ball settles just off the fairway. Hello and welcome back to our coverage of the Ace Championship here on 2K Sports. Let's get right out to the action. Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
This is a putt to get to 7 under. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
Pretty sure a little movement to the right in this putt.
And that counts. That's the 5th birdie of the day. After that hole, our featured player is making a move. A par 4 here.
Par 4 straight away. A hole that is simple and difficult all in the same breath.
Could not hit a better tee shot right there. Watch it run. That's a pretty good shot right there. This one from a long ways away. This is a good stroke. A good chance to two-putt now. Let's see if the player can make this putt for par. That one drops. Here's a look at the way things stand. He is currently in the tie for 3rd place.
Here we are at the 11th hole, a par 3.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Going with the 5-wood. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
If this goes in, this is going to be putt of the century. This is huge.
Oh, that one started on a pretty handy line. Good speed about it. Look at this. That was a nice putt. Had a good-looking line, plenty of speed, but just didn't drop. Just a short putt remaining here. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we?
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Good looking putt. And that should secure the par on this one. Currently 7 under for the event. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Around 110 yards to go. He's 2 shots back. Wow, what a shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
A birdie putt awaits.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Just missing the birdie there. That's a shame. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
This is a massive fairway on an extremely long par 4. Tee it high and give her all you got. Second shot downhill just a little bit. Big danger here is when they put the flag on the right-hand side. That can really hurt you.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Standing over his second shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. Oh, that almost went in. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Trailing by a few shots after that hole.
Time for the tee shot at 15.
It's got some bunkering down the left-hand side that you got to avoid. Be mindful of that. So driver may not be the play off the tee. You find the fairway. You got just a short iron second shot to a green that's pretty receptive. You should be thinking birdie from the middle of the fairway.
I like that one. The second at 15. Really well done.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
This putt for a birdie. So close. This putt is for a share of 4th. That's a tap-in par. He is moving up the leaderboard as we move on to the next hole. Now to 16, it's a par 3.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
All right, the putter can come out now. A chance here to get to 7 under par. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
And I think this one's going to go right to left.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Another birdie. That's 6 now on the round. A good result there as he is now 7 under par. The 17th hole is a par 4.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
That's a good one to build momentum on. Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. Good distance remains on this long putt. Oh, how about it? This one looking good. It's gonna go! We need to see that again.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Okay, a lot to like there as he moves to 8 under par. Time for the tee shot at 18.
Players will be thinking birdie, but 6s and 7s will come along if you're not careful.
Oh, settle down. Stay there.
Man, that was unlucky. Just getting into the first cut.
Second shot here at 18. This is his third. Currently trailing by 1. Man, that was a good shot. And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. Needs this one in order not to drop a shot. That's it for today. Rich, you look at this leaderboard, there's a lot of great storylines, including our featured player.
I like where they're at right now. They really look solid. A good final 36. It might get it done.
Well, that's it for today. On behalf of Rich Beem, Luke Elvy, and our entire crew here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long. We'll see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Third round coverage continues of the Ace Championship. I'm Andrew Catalon. Great to be back with you today. Let's get this rolling. Our leader is at 9 under par. Let's get down to the first hole. Let's see what happens out of the first cut.
It's going to be challenging to replicate the birdie from yesterday.
The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. Setting up in the greenside rough. This putt for a bogey. John, give us a read on this putt.
Well, if I've read this right, and I think that I have, it will move out to the left and come back to the right. Let's see how this player deals with it.
Starts off looking good.
Getting better and better. This one could go. And it drops. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is in a share of 5th place. Let's take a look at the par 5 second.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
That appears to be a very good line off the tee.
Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay. He wants to win.
That's how you take on a par 5.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
This putt is from way out there. Five feet to the cup.
This for a birdie.
The putt goes in. That's a birdie, and that's the way you bounce back. Okay, a lot to like there as he moves to 8 under par. We have a par 3 on this one.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie 2s, but par 3s should be had.
This is a 5-iron. A look at the lie in the greenside rough. Magic with the short club. While we have a moment, we want to show you the updated leaderboard, our featured player in a tie for 3rd. And now teeing off on this par 4.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
The ball in the greenside bunker. This one is 13 feet out. Henny, how tricky is this one?
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one.
For a while, that did not look good, but he finishes strong.
That a way to grind it out in the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
That'll work there. This is his 2nd shot. He's currently tied for the lead. Oh, that is brilliant. Look at this one. Oh, right by the hole.
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Currently 10 under for the event.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Second shot here on the 6th. Yeah, that one's looking good.
Ah, yes.
Well, you've got to give some credit there. That was the right club on the right line.
This wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
A great birdie chance here.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Now at 11 under for the event.
Time now for a par 5, the 7th.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in two. Find the fairway, and then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
That is going to work. That's going to work nicely for him. Keep an eye on this one. Okay, that'll play. A tap in for birdie. You gotta love it. As we head to the next hole, our featured player has a 2-shot cushion. Over to number 8, it's a par 3.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3, to say the least.
The club choice is a 6-iron. Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. 16 feet away. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
Okay, my money is on a right to lefter.
Another birdie. 6 of them on the day. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. Now to the finishing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
This is a really cool tee shot here. Take it out to the right-hand side. You leave yourself with a longer second shot, but it's a better angle. But you take it down the left-hand side, maybe carry those bunkers. Now you've got a shortish club. In front of this green, though, everything will run onto the green. So a pin up front, you don't necessarily want to land it on the green as much as you do want to leave it just short of it.
This is a 150-yard shot, currently with a 3-shot advantage. Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. All right, a longer putt remains.
All right, this one's starting way out to the left.
He could have done much worse from there.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Our leader has a 2-shot advantage on the field. We begin the back 9 here on the 10th hole.
Driver not really necessary on this shortish par 4. Just a 3-wood for position. Second shot goes to a green that runs diagonal of the players. There is a couple of really good and tough pin placements that are back left.
That is a massive drive. Now a putt to get to 14 under par. Down to Henny.
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup. Starting this one way out to the left. Watch this break.
So close. And just a tap in left for par. Here's a look at how things stand. He is up by 2 shots.
There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
The good thing about this hole is it's long in length, but it's got a massive green that doesn't have a lot of movement. What it does have is from left to right and a little bit from back to front. A generous green on a long par 3, great design.
Going with the hybrid. Setting up miles from the hole.
Okay.
That one's got some intent. Go in. Go to your home. Oh, no.
Just a short putt remaining here.
Currently 13 under for the event. The 12th hole is a par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. Second shot here on the 12th. Going with the 6-iron here. This would be a great up and down. I like the pace on this putt. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole.
This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
That's a high caliber shot. Second shot here on the 13th. Good shot there. And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Oh, that was pure. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. How close was that to going in? Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
And that's 8 birdies today.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Par 4, 421 yards, a seemingly simple par 4.
I like the looks of this. Looking at my yardage book, it looks like about 140 yards remain. 4 shots clear of the field.
It's a green seeker.
What a shot that is. That is tight. Big opportunity here. A putt for birdie. Okay, on to the next. And as we move things along, our featured player is up by 3 shots.
The lead continues to grow. This is simply amazing.
We're on the tee at 16.
You got water everywhere down the left-hand side, so your eyes are immediately drawn to it. You've got to divert them out to the right-hand side, but don't get clumsy, don't get lackadaisical, and don't miss the screen too far out to the right, because you're going to have a wicked hard chip.
This is a 9-iron on the way. This one is absolutely hunting.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
8 feet remain. Here's a quick look at how things stand. It's a 3-shot advantage for our leader. This hole is a par 4.
just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman, the base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
Here's the second on 17.
Oh, he's going to love this one.
Phenomenal shot, and we might have a birdie at 17. That was on a pretty good line, but does not get to the hole. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. We close out the back nine with a par 5.
A speed slot down the left-hand side. Go ahead and try and find that one from there. You're going to have just a long iron, maybe a hybrid for your second shot. Got to be mindful of that ravine short of the green. You initially want to bail out to the left-hand side, but the further left you go, the harder that chip shot becomes.
Here's the second at 18. This is a hybrid. This putt is from 16 feet away. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Okay, this one's going up the hill and moving to the left.
Not enough behind that one.
That will drive you bats.
A par to wrap things up on 18. Only 18 holes remain, and our featured player is in first place.
Always good to be out in first place. That means you can afford to make a mistake tomorrow, but you don't want to make too many of them with the chasing back and lurking behind.
Well, that'll do it for us today. For our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and we'll see you next time. It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. It's time to find out who will be the victor at the ACE Championship. I'm Andrew Catalon. Thanks for being with us on this beautiful day. And Rich, the final round is underway. Our featured player is in first place.
Any lead is a great lead, and this player has been head and shoulders above the rest of the field. Hopefully another really good day of golf ahead of us.
Let's go out to the first hole. He'll need to keep that razor-sharp focus if he wants to carry this lead all the way to the end. Second shot here on the first. This putt is 14 feet away.
Little birdie looking here.
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Boy, you gotta love this start.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Yeah, you miss those bunkers on the right-hand side and put yourself in good position down the fairway. Now you got a decision to make. Do I go for it or do I bail out to the left-hand side and give myself a really good opportunity to get it up and down? This green can be really difficult to find. It's got a lot of undulation to it and a lot of water. However, you get the second shot right, and all of a sudden that third shot becomes a lot easier, and birdies are easy to come by.
A lot to like about that one. About 220 left to the hole. There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. This putt is from 10 feet. Ooh, that was close. Now this putt for birdie. The par putt. The dreaded 3-putt. That's a disappointing par. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. The tee shot at 3.
Just one bunker surrounds the green. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
That one will not settle on the green.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
Wow, I thought that was going in. He needs this one to save par. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
Yeah, it's really tough to see, but it's going to be straight and then just switch left.
That putt drops for par. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
Par 4 measuring 298 yards. Will the players give it a go or not? Let's find out.
Big shot out of the green side bunker. A chance here from 10 feet out. Wow, cannot believe that did not drop in for birdie. All right, that one is behind us. Let's take a look at how things stand. Our featured player is ahead by 4.
This hole's a tough two-shotter, a long par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Well, here's an unlikely player. A little bit of an underdog, you say?
Yes, but everybody on the PGA Tour can play. He's just an unknown quantity at the moment. I'm excited to watch.
Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Make this. It'll add up.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
And this one is for his par. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. This hole is a par 4.
Yeah, bunkers on the right-hand side come into play with the 3-wood, water on the left with the driver. Second shot to a green that sits below you just a little bit. And that front left pin, ooh, that is a good one.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
His second shot here.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Trying to save par here.
Currently at minus 18 for the tournament.
We make our way to the par 5 7th hole.
This is a big hitter's delight right here. They can take those bunkers down the left out of play, and they can carry these fairway bunkers easily. And from here, it actually chases forward from the fairway downhill a little bit to a long, narrow green. Again, for the big hitters, this is easily reachable. For the shorter hitters, you got to have a plan.
That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
This one greenside in the rough. Oh, almost had it. A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. Let's check in with Henny.
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Put a circle on the scorecard. Getting set for the next hole, a quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-shot advantage for our leader. We have a par 3 here.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
The club choice is a 6-iron. This is a long way home. Henny, how tricky is this one?
This is testing. A big right to left slope.
Oh. 3 feet left.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. We've reached the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
This is a really good driving hole. Only the longest in the game are going to carry the bunkers down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right-hand side. You leave yourself a little bit longer second shot than maybe you'd like, but this is a very inviting green. This is a really good birdie opportunity to finish off the front 9.
That is a big-time drive. This one will be out of the light rough.
Yes, difficult lie. Made a par here yesterday. A little bit more difficult today.
Never easy out of the rough, but that was well executed. This putt left for birdie. And that's a pretty good putt from that distance. This putt from 5 feet away. Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 3. We start the back 9 here at the 10th hole.
Par 4, this hole plays so much more difficult than the yardage. water to the left of the green, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. Find the fairway, you'll have a good look at making birdie. You miss the fairway, good luck. 4s, 5s, and 6s come into the equation.
This one needs to hang on just a bit.
It looked so good for so long, but now it's first cut.
Almost jarred it. He's got this left for birdie. He makes the putt and extends his lead. As we move on to the next hole, the lead is at 4.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Opting for the 5-wood.
This one is chewing fiber.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still.
John, have you got a read on this one?
This one's going left to right.
Yeah, that was really nicely judged from there.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
It may be short, but it's not cute. There's a lot of break in this.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Wow, that was just striped.
Well, Rich, this looks like a familiar spot for this player.
Let's not think about what happened here yesterday with this next shot. It wasn't very good.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is outside range for him, 26 feet.
Looking pretty good.
That's very well judged. Inside the range. And in it goes. And after that hole, sitting now 20 under par. The 13th hole was a par 4.
Par 4, back up the hill, 447 yards. This is an adventure-filled par 4.
Well played, mate.
Second shot here on the 13th hole.
Not a bad play, that one. Momentum putts come in many shapes and sizes. This one's a 13-footer.
This is for birdie.
Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
Putting for a par here.
And that putt'll drop. Well done. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. The 14th is a par 4.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
Second shot here on the 14th hole.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. That's disappointing.
And that should secure the par on this one.
And he's holding steady in first place after that one.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
That was really well played.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
On the green, but a long way away. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
A little tricky putt here. It's going down the hill, moving right to left.
Yeah, that was a lot to ask right there, but in good shape now.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Come on. Just a little work to do for bogey. As we head to the next hole, our featured player has a 2-shot cushion. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
The club choice is a 6-iron. Yeah, that's what you're looking for when you're trying to hit the green. Just get it on, pin high, and now try to make a putt. An opportunity to make birdie. That looked good all the way. Here's a par putt. Okay, moving on to the next. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Now to 17, a par 4.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
I think this one will find the fairway quite easily. And we're looking at the second shot on 17. A very long putt coming up. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
Well, I'm pretty sure this one's going to go up the hill and to the left.
Well, this one starts off looking good. Wow. And a tap in left for par. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. He's made his way to 18 with the lead. Time to get it done. This shot in the 220-yard range, leading the event by 2 shots.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
That's another green and reg.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
2 putts to win, but wouldn't it be nice if this one went down? Oh, I thought that was going down. This putt to be crowned the winner of the Ace Championship. I can't believe that didn't go in for birdie. All right, the time it. And there it is. He has just won his first PGA Tour event.
Show me the money. Rags to riches. He wins the big prize. Congratulations.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvy, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon.